Hey friends, welcome back to Cottage Vintage. Step into this dreamy minimalist winter home channeling Amber Lewis's cozy layers and the Rose quiet modernism. Pale oaks, creamy walls, and soft winter light make every corner feel like a warm hug. Let's tour these serene spaces together. Sun spills across the oak floors and everything feels calm the moment you step in. That pale plaster, the slim black frames, the quiet console with its one perfectly imperfect vase, all of it whispers, never shouts. It's the kind of entry that makes you exhale without realizing, where winter air stays outside, but the mood still feels cool, edited, and softly layered in that amber meets quiet luxury way. In the mudroom, things feel more down-to-earth but still insanely considered. Boots and sneakers tuck neatly into baskets, coats land on those simple pegs, and the bench cushion just invites you to pause for a second. Natural light hits the oak grain and woven textures, making even everyday clutter look styled. It's practical, but in that quietly beautiful, this just happened kind of way. The formal living room feels like the house's soft voice, calm, low, and confident. That big linen sofa is made for long conversations, not stiff posing. The layered rug, the stone fireplace, the single branch in a heavy vase, each detail feels deliberate but never fussy. Winter light drifts across the room, catching textures instead of color, and suddenly neutral doesn't feel boring, it feels like a deep breath. In the family room, everything loosens up a little. The sofa is deeper, the pillows are squishier, and you can almost see movie nights and lazy Sundays unfolding here. Toys or magazines can live in those built-ins without ruining the vibe, thanks to soft baskets and clean lines. Natural light keeps the space feeling bright, even on gray days, and the whole room says, "Stay, get comfortable, you're allowed to relax here." The media room is like a cocoon for slow evenings, even though daylight still pours in softly from those high windows. The seating is low and deep, almost like a cloud you sink into, with muted fabrics that swallow sound. Nothing blinks or glares, the technology disappears into oak and fabric. It feels like the kind of place where you actually finish movies, phones forgotten somewhere in another room. The dining area feels special without ever feeling formal in that stiff, can't touch anything way. The long oak table makes you want to linger over slow dinners and second cups of tea. Everything on the table is simple, linen, stoneware, branches, but somehow it looks editorial. Natural light stretches along the tabletop, catching the subtle grain and wrinkles, and suddenly even Tuesday night pasta feels a little bit like an occasion. The breakfast nook is where mornings feel a little kinder. Light pours in from two sides, soft and pale, landing on the curved edge of the oak table and the rumpled linen cushions. Coffee tastes better here for no good reason. It's quiet but not cold, with just enough pattern and texture to feel lived in. You can imagine a laptop, a journal, or just a moment scrolling in peace before the day starts. In the main kitchen, every line feels intentional, but the energy stays relaxed. The oak, the stone, the plaster, they all blend into one continuous, calm backdrop. Nothing screams show kitchen, yet you can tell someone actually cooks here. A dish towel casually draped, a cutting board leaned against the wall, a bowl of citrus on the counter, small, unfussy gestures that make the space feel warm and real, not staged. The butler's pantry feels like a secret little workhorse tucked behind the scenes. It's narrow, quiet, and beautifully organized, where glassware catches the soft light and ceramics line up like a tiny gallery. You can imagine prepping trays here before guests arrive, or sneaking in for a late-night cookie. It carries the same calm materials, but feels more intimate, like the backstage area of a very thoughtful home. The coffee station is pure ritual territory. It's the place you pad to in the morning half awake, where the machine hums and the smell of espresso instantly makes the house feel alive. Mugs lined up on the shelves look collected over time, not bought in one go. Sunlight slides across the stone countertop, catching little specks of dust and steam, turning an everyday habit into something that feels a bit like self-care. The primary bedroom has that hotel-level calm but softer and more personal. The bed is low and inviting, with rumpled linen that looks even better not perfectly made. Winter light glows across the plaster walls and the wool rug, blurring the edges of the morning. Nothing is over-decorated, just a few pieces that feel chosen, not filled in. It's the kind of room that makes sleeping in feel completely justified. Tucked into the bedroom, the sitting area feels like a tiny, private lounge. The chairs are deep and soft, the kind you curl into with a book or just your thoughts. The little table holds barely anything, a cup, maybe a candle, and that's what makes it feel generous. Afternoon light drifts in, shifting across the floor, and suddenly this small corner becomes the best seat in the whole house. The walk-in closet feels more like a boutique than storage. Rails are spaced so clothes can breathe, drawers close softly, and knit stack in satisfyingly neat piles. Natural light from the high windows keeps everything bright, making getting dressed feel less rushed and more like a quiet morning ritual. It's organized but not sterile, with textures and tones that make you want to keep it tidy, just to honor the mood. The kids' room keeps the same calm bones, but with a softer, more playful layer. The low bed feels safe and cozy, with linens that invite jumping in, not just looking. Toys have their moments in simple cubbies, so the floor doesn't always have to be perfect. Light spills across a patterned rug and sweet little drawings on the wall, making the room feel fun but still connected to the rest of the home. The playroom is where the house lets itself exhale a bit. The floor is mostly rugs and cushions, perfect for building forts, setting up trains, or just sprawling out with a book. Baskets swallow the chaos when the day ends, so the space can reset without losing its soul. Sunlight stretches across the mats, and somehow even scattered toys feel charming, not stressful, in this warm, easygoing corner. The guest bedroom feels like a thoughtful hug for anyone staying over. The bed isn't overly styled, just layered with good linens and a blanket that actually keeps you warm. Light filters through quietly, catching the texture of the headboard and the weave of the rug. There's enough empty space for a suitcase, a book, a moment to breathe. It's simple, but you can feel how much care went into it. The home office keeps distractions low but comfort high. The long oak desk gives you space to spread out, while shelves behind you hold only what's needed, and a few beautiful things just because. Daylight washes over the workspace, making even emails feel slightly less painful. It's the kind of room that supports deep focus, but also feels soft enough that you don't mind being in there for hours. The library feels like a quiet brain sanctuary. Shelves rise up in warm oak, lined with books that look read, not just displayed. A single lounge chair anchors the room, inviting you to melt into it with a novel or a playlist. Light from the tall window shifts throughout the day, making the space feel alive even when it's utterly still. It's gentle, intelligent, and quietly indulgent. Outside on the terrace, the whole house seems to lean into the landscape. The same soft tones and clean lines step out into the open air, with low seating that practically begs for blankets and slow conversations. Planters with evergreens and grasses keep things feeling green, even when the air is cold. Sunlight reflects off the pale surfaces, and suddenly winter doesn't feel harsh. It feels crisp, fresh, and grounding. The garden feels like a natural, slightly wild extension of the home's calm energy. Stone paths wander instead of march, winding past grasses, shrubs, and sculptural trees. Benches sit where the light hits best, inviting you to pause for a moment longer than planned. Even in winter, there's texture everywhere: branches, seed heads, soft movement in the breeze. It's quiet, contemplative, and exactly where you'd go to clear your head. There you have it, a peaceful winter retreat blending minimalist calm with tactile warmth across every room. Love the oak flows and neutral magic. Hit like if it sparked joy, subscribe for more inspiring tour, and drop your fave space in the comments below. See you soon.